Welcome and God bless. This is the story of feeding the 5,000, Matthew 14. On this unforgettable day, Jesus had just heard the devastating news about John the Baptist's death and sought solace by retreating to a secluded place. But the people wouldn't let him go. Their hunger for his teachings drew them to him like moths to light. As day turned to dusk, Jesus worked tirelessly, healing the sick with a touch and offering words of comfort. Finally, when he turned to his disciples, a concerned expression crossed his face. "They need food," he said, looking at them earnestly. "We cannot send them away hungry." "Lord, it would take half a year's wages to buy enough bread for this crowd," Philip exclaimed, scratching his head in disbelief. But Jesus remained calm, his eyes scanning the multitude. "What do we have?" he asked gently. "There is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish," Andrew announced hesitantly. "But what are they among so many?" His voice was barely above a whisper, brimming with skepticism. "Bring them to me," Jesus declared confidently. With that, he took the loaves and fish and raised his eyes towards heaven, giving thanks aloud. The crowd hushed, transfixed by the serene authority radiating from him. "Distribute the food to the people," he instructed the disciples. With trembling hands, they followed his command, trying to comprehend the unfolding miracle. The once sparse items in the basket multiplied in their hands as they broke and passed them on. "Can you believe it?" one woman exclaimed, her voice filled with wonder. "More bread? And look, there are fishes too." As whispers turned into joyful proclamations, belief grew in every heart. "It is truly a miracle," a child shouted, his cheeks full of bread, eyes wide with excitement. Everyone marveled at how such a feast emerged from so little, their hearts swelling with joy. "Gather up the leftovers," Jesus instructed, reporting ready. After everyone had eaten to their fill, the disciples picked up 12 baskets of fragments. As they gathered, their astonished expressions echoed the significance of what had just occurred. "What just happened?" One disciple wondered aloud, clearly stunned. Another nodded, unable to find the words but feeling a flicker of faith ignite deep within his heart. "You all saw miracles today, but I want you to remember, it wasn't only the food that sustained you. It was your faith," he said, his voice resonating with authority and love. The crowd nodded, comprehending the depth of his message. "It's okay to ask difficult questions," he whispered as he prayed, seeking strength amid uncertainty and thanking God for the spontaneous explosion of divine provision witnessed that day. "Where is Jesus?" one disciple shouted against the howling wind, worry etching lines into his brow. In that moment, their hearts pounded, grappling not just with the storm outside, but the uncertainties within. "It's a ghost!" one disciple screamed, panic setting in as doubt surged. But Jesus called out, steady and reassuring, "Take courage, it is I, don't be afraid." "Come," Jesus replied simply, and with unwavering determination, Peter stepped out of the boat, the water forming beneath his feet as he walked toward Jesus. "Lord, save me," he cried, feeling the water grip his legs. Immediately, Jesus stretched out his hand, catching Peter before he sunk into the depths of despair. "Truly, you are the Son of God," they proclaimed, their hearts renewed and spirits lifted. Their collective amazement remained palpable, solidifying the bond they shared, a testament to faith overcoming fear. Today, let us not forget the lessons learned. Jesus spoke softly. The disciples nodded, their hearts swelling with joy, knowing their faith had been tested and strengthened. "Remember this day, the feeding, the storm, and my promises," Jesus reminded them. Turning to the crowd, he saw love and faith reflected in their eyes, nourishing the spirit of the community. So, let this miracle remind us that even in moments of despair, faith can flourish, nourished by God's grace. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Amen, and God bless you.